Hi, today we're making lemongrass and calendula cold process soap.
For this recipe, you'll need 8 ounces of olive oil, 8 ounces of palm oil, 8 ounces of coconut oil, 3.4 ounces of sodium hydroxide, 7.9 ounces of distilled water, 2 ounces of lemongrass essential oil, and 1/4 of an ounce of calendula or dried marigold petals. When you're mixing your lye with your water, you need to be in a well-ventilated area. We usually mix ours outside, just as a precaution, and you want to mix it slowly. You never pour the water into the lye. You always pour the lye into the water. If you do it the other way around, it can cause a chemical explosion. When you mix the lye with the water, you may notice that the mixing bowl gets hot, and that is caused by a chemical reaction. And right now it's still 142 degrees. We're going to wait till it gets down to about 120 to 130 degrees before we mix it with the oils. Now that our lye mixture is to temperature, we're going to pour it into the oils. I'm going to pour it down the stick blender. To help reduce the bubbles. And now we want to burp the stick blender to make sure to also get the bubbles out. Now we're going to mix this until we reach trace. Now that we have reached trace, I'm going to mix in the lemongrass essential oils. And the calendula. If you want to, you can probably use the blender part, but I'm just going to gently mix this in because I don't want to break up the calendula petals. Now we are pouring the soap mix into the mold. Now that it is all in the loaf, I'm going to slam it down a few times to try and get rid of any air bubbles. And if you like that, you could just leave it the way it is. But I like to do a few twirls with a chopstick to get a nice kind of texture on the top of the soap. Okay, now we're going to spray this down with isopropyl alcohol. Cover it with saran wrap. And then we're going to wrap this box in a towel for 24 to 48 hours. Okay, it's been more than 24 hours, and now we are going to take the soap out and cut it up. Look at how nice that looks. You can really, and it smells really good. This is probably one of my favorite soaps. Okay, now we're going to move these cut bars onto a drying rack for 4 to 8 weeks. If you don't have a drying rack, you can just, set them down somewhere to dry, and then every week or so until they're dry, just rotate it like that to make sure that all the sides dry evenly. Okay, if you have never made soap before, make sure you take the proper precautions. We have put a link down below, somewhere down there, on lye safety, and make sure you read that